Hello and good morning to all of our listeners listening in and our folks who are on Facebook Live that are tuning in. Thanks for tuning in and watching us. And by the way, you are listening to the world's greatest quality of life radio show every Tuesday morning, and today's January 11th, 2022. I'm your host, Gary Owen.
And I'm your co-host, Tom Bouvier.
And Tom, together, we're bringing them what kind of show is this?
The most awesome, fabulous, amazing quality of life radio show.
Love the adjectives. It's
yes.
beautiful. And by the way, our show is sponsored by Aetna and Cigna Medicare. So for those of you that are watching live on Facebook, share us with your friends, family, neighbors, golf buddies, drinking buddies, girls' night out buddies on Quality of Life radio show. That's where you'll find us, and you can catch us here every Tuesday morning. And Tom, every day, we always say on our radio show, not every day, every week, we're on our radio show, and we say why we're here and why we bring guests here.
We love our wonderful guests. We love our producers and engineer. But actually, Gary, we come here every Tuesday morning to bring our listeners relevant content. That's information they can actually use in their life to help improve their life. Secondly, we love to support and showcase wonderful business owners, business entrepreneurs, nonprofit organizations. We have a wonderful guest here who we'll be introducing here in a moment. And thirdly, Gary and I, we love to bring education and information about insurance planning to help improve our listeners' quality of life. And, of course, thus the name of the show, the Quality of Life Radio Show.
I love it. And by the way, you're going to love it, too, in case this is your first time listening in. By the way, I had before I go on, I want to give a shout-out to Lauren in Port St. Lucie. She called our office this morning looking to get enrolled in a Medicare supplement plan. So I told her, Miss Lauren, I'm heading to the radio station, so it'd be nice for you to tune in. I'll give you a shout out, and when I get back, we'll get you enrolled in your Medicare supplement plan G. So congratulations to Lauren. And by the way, we're going to share some, Tom mentioned, relevant information, and also fun information, facts that you should know. We'll talk about health facts. That's fun and interesting. We also talk about this day in history, so stay tuned for that. And then right now, before we go to our special guest, because she's dying to get to the microphone, and share us some love and affection, the quote of the day, Tom, it's about champions. I think you mentioned some champions last night. Was it Alabama?
Well, Alabama went down, Roll Tide down the toilet bowl. Yeah, Georgia Bulldogs.
Bulldogs pulled it out.
They can't be beat 8 times in a row. So it was sweet
congratulations
revenge.
to the Bulldogs. Congratulations. Yeah. All right, champions. Quote of the day today. Champions don't focus on the faults of others. They focus on what they can do better. They see their mistakes and defeats as opportunities for growth. As a result, they become stronger, wiser, and better. Think like a champion today and every single day of your life, especially through 2022. All right, so our guest today is the lovely, talented, I just found out some inside information, inside scoop, and I got some skinny from her this morning, that she went to school with my sister Lynette.
Amazing.
And she sends, I'm going to have to throw her under the bus.
Lynette could probably give us some good scoop, too.
I'm going to be
I'll call her now.
Contacting my sister here shortly. So Jody Dupuis, she's with Mortgage Resources of South Florida, our lovely guest of the show today. But she did say she reached out to my sister to find out if I am her brother or her father.
Oh, my.
Yes. Thanks, Jody. That was really special. I feel much younger now and jubilant of the fact that I could be my sister's father. Very interesting. Jody, good morning, and thank you for being with us.
Good morning. Don't you love Facebook, Gary?
I love Facebook. And by the way, she helped me this morning do my Facebook Live post, so thank you for helping me out with that.
Excellent.
You're very welcome.
Even full of resources.
Don't look at the clock, though, because even though I said it was 9:59, I think the clock here said at 8:26 or something like that. So, Jody, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, what got you to Florida, and what prompted you to go to school with my sister.
Thank you, Gary and Tom. My name is Jody Dupuis. I'm with Mortgage Resources of South Florida. I'm a local licensed residential mortgage consultant and a lifelong Martin County resident. So I didn't just get here. I've been here and went to school in Martin County, which is where I met your sister Lynette in the 6th grade at the ripe old age of probably 10 or 11. I love my community. I love helping my community. I can help people all over the state of Florida like you guys can, but I've got a particular passion about helping people in the Treasure Coast.
So tell me something. What got you, of all the careers in the universe, why mortgage?
Good question, Gary. So I started in real estate. I got my real estate license first back in 2007, right before all that fun craziness. My mom was a realtor. She said, you should go get your real estate license. My daughter was a baby. I said, maybe later, Mom. And she persisted like a good mother would. And I did that, got into the business. And then we had the big crash, of course, in the recession. And I said, oh, my God, what am I going to do now? And I transitioned into some private lending, did that for a while. And I came out to do residential lending about 4 years ago.
All right. Fantastic. And I think we all remember, Tom and I were just talking about this morning on the way to the studio this morning, about the crash of '08, and my goodness, the lives did it affect.
Absolutely.
I mean, it affected my career even. I mean, I did a career change, was in the construction field. Of course, you know what happened to the construction industry
Sure do.
in '08, '09, '07, '08, '09, whatever. So it got me thinking about the insurance industry, and a friend of mine got me into it, and I haven't looked back. It was the best decision, the best career choice, like what you're doing. So, I mean, look at you. I mean, you're experiencing some phenomenal growth in this industry. So tell us what's going on out there. What do you see in the real estate market as you see it today?
Well, 2021 was, the pandemic, nobody knew what was going to happen. We didn't know if we were all going to be unemployed or if we were all going to die or whatever, right? So we all kind of muddled through it together in every industry to see how we could become successful or continue to be successful and figure out what we needed to do that. So 2021 was a record-breaking year for most everyone in the real estate business that was working. And no different from our office and from my own personal business. I'm looking forward to 2022 and the challenges that it's going to bring. I mean, look, if we could get through 2020 and 2021, 22 is going to be a breeze.
Absolutely.
So
yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about the breeze. It's a tsunami effect that we're experiencing today with COVID-19, and but as you said, I mean, to your point, we stay united if we work together. And we'll get through anything that comes our way, whether it's a pandemic, whatever it is. We're gonna get through it together. So
that's right.
Do you cover the whole entire Treasure Coast, or is there certain areas that you guys? I think you said you don't do all of Florida.
Thank you for asking. No, I do the entire
do the
Sunshine
entire
State.
state,
So I
okay.
can help your Uncle Bill up in the Panhandle or retired Aunt Josie down there in Key West.
I'm coming down to Key West, Josie.
Anywhere in the entire state. I focus on our community here. I like to do some community outreach and volunteering, and I have a passion for the Treasure Coast. So I just like to help people, but I will help people anywhere in the state, Gary.
So Treasure Coast, what do you know about the Treasure Coast? You're a lifelong resident. What do you know about the Treasure Coast?
Okay, so the Treasure Coast, so Martin, St. Lucie, Indian River, Okeechobee,
Why do they call it the Treasure Coast?
It's the sailfish capital of the world.
It's the sailfish capital
which,
of the world.
by the way, Gary, I caught my very first sailfish on Saturday. I will be happy to show you the pictures later.
Wow. Was you offshore? I'm sure you had to be
Yes,
offshore.
definitely
How
offshore.
far offshore?
That would be a secret.
Her
Captain
husband's a
says
captain.
we were,
Yeah.
you know, 14 or so miles northeast of Fort Pierce or so.
Very nice. Congratulations. How long was that fight?
I'll like to say it was about 2 hours, but it was probably about 25 minutes.
But it
Felt like
body
hours.
it was
Felt like hours. So I'm really proud of that.
That's so awesome.
But the treasure, obviously, with the shipwrecks and et
Yes.
cetera off the coast. And,
I heard that you have like a gold bullion bar that you found when you were like swimming off the coast of. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not supposed
supposed to keep those, Gary.
That's right.
Have you
This
found
goes-
any
it
gold?
went
State
right
of
to the
Florida.
museum.
She does not have a permit for that.
I once found a rusty quarter while snorkeling that I thought for sure was going to be a gold doubloon.
Oh, I got you beat. I found a rusty
A
nail
rusty quarter.
right through my toenail. That was
Yeah.
it was a
Throw
wonderful
but
experience.
we ought to throw bags and bags of quarters all along the reef so all the divers can find
I don't
them.
know how it rusted, but
They'll think it's a silver doubloon.
All right, enough about the Treasure Coast. I mean, she's here to talk about her business, Tom.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
right,
that's
right.
right.
Mortgages,
That's right.
mortgages.
All right, so I have heard through, I don't know, maybe it was the 6:30 news with 6 o'clock news, I think it might have been, that there is rumors that the interest rates are going up, Jody. And if the interest rates go
Scandalous.
up, it's scandalous indeed. What's going to happen?
what's going to happen? Well, let me consult my crystal ball here.
Yeah.
Rates are indeed going to go up by the end of the year. How quickly they're going to go up is probably the question. So we can make our best guess on that, but we know that it's going to go up. So now is the time to act, I would think, if you're looking to purchase a home or refinance. You want to capture the best rate possible. You do with a purchase as well. But if you've been waiting to refinance, now's the time, you guys. Don't wait any longer. They're just going to go up from here. Again, how quickly that's going to happen, we don't know. But give me a call. I'll be happy to chat with you about it. See if it's right for you. It has to be right for you, too.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity and great timing, actually, to refi with what's going on in the real estate market and the value of our homes increasing.
With the value increasing, there's a lot of opportunity, Gary, there for home improvements, right? Maybe you can take some of that equity out of your home. Maybe you need to maybe you were here for Francis and Jean, your roof
I
is at
was
its
here for
age.
that.
You guys don't know anybody getting canceled on their insurance because their roof's too
they're
old.
Oh, yeah, so we do
crazy,
know.
isn't it?
Yeah.
So maybe you take a little equity out, you do the roof, a couple of other home improvements you've been looking to do, maybe some new flooring, painting, whatever. It's a good time to look at doing that and see if it makes sense.
All right, so Jody, here's what I want to do. I want to take my backyard. I got 6/10 of an acre. Mm-hmm. Tropical paradise. Tom
It's very nice.
comes
I've
by.
seen pictures.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Garden of Eden.
the Garden of Eden.
Two.
Papayas.
We do wear clothes in the Garden of Eden occasionally,
Yeah.
and maybe put some pavers down through the property and make it look really amazing and enticing and inviting, and put some hammocks out there and gnomes and all kinds of crazy things, fountains, and then put a roof on too. So let's say that I want to take $50,000 equity. What's that going to look like, and what's the process, and what's it going to cost me?
Okay. So first, Gary, what you'd want to look at is the value of your home. I have my real estate background. I still have my real estate license, but I don't have access to all that. The realtors do. So I'm going to do some research. I have some really great tools, some home value estimators that I can use through some of my wholesale lenders to find out the value of your home. We'll look at Zillow and Realtor.com and kind of get an estimate to see. So we want to make sure that you still have, for a conventional loan, that you still have 20% equity left. So we don't want to take it all out, and you wouldn't want to do that anyway.
I have more than 20%.
Well, that's good news. I would tell you as a homeowner to kind of get some estimates. It's rough estimates. How much is it going to cost to do this project? And then maybe bump it up a little bit. You want to make sure that you take enough money out to do the project that you want to do. And then you want to cover your closing costs in there too. So let's say you want to get $50,000, maybe you owe $200,000, so we're looking $250, add in the closing costs, maybe $260, $262, somewhere along those lines, and we would back it in with the approximate value of your home to see what makes sense. Of course, then we're going to shop all of all of my wholesale lenders that I have available to me to see who has the best rate for you in your situation.
All right. I've been rudely advised that we're on our first break of our show. So, Jody, I'm going to come back to you, and I've got some more poignant questions for you when we come back from our break. You're listening to the Quality of Life radio show, the world's red-hot live, fun, exciting, informational show. Information that you need to know, and if you don't know it, you're going to know it today and every day that you listen to our show. Stay tuned. Don't touch that dial. We will be, I promise, right back.
Of the Owen Insurance Group. We are a local independent insurance agency located right here on the Treasure Coast. I've been a resident here for 34 years and have helped thousands of clients with their insurance planning needs. We specialize in life, health, and Medicare insurance planning. Don't travel the road alone. Let us be your guide. We are the Owen Insurance Group. Contact us today at 772-210-1020 or visit our website at oweninsurancegroup.net.
Life has taught you many lessons. Like, all you can eat is strangely unsatisfying. That's why it's better to have what you actually need. You've also learned that one size fits all never seems to fit. That's why a Cigna Medicare Advantage plan gives you care that fits your specific health needs. Learn more at CignaMedicare.com, because life has taught you well. Cigna is contracted with Medicare for PDP plans, HMO, and PPO plans in select states and with select state Medicaid programs. Enrollment in Cigna depends on contract renewal.
You are listening to WSTU, Stewart, Jensen Beach, Hope Sound, Martin County's Heritage Station.
All right, welcome back to the Quality of Life radio show. Hope you got your second, third, fourth cup of Joe and you're bouncing off the walls. And I'm glad that you're bouncing while you're listening to Betty, Bouncing Betty. All right, so Jody and I were talking on the break about experts and crystal balls. And so I kind of was asking, okay, so what is it going to cost me to refi with the new interest rates? I didn't realize that the rates have already started to creep up. So I asked her to look into her crystal ball that she has hidden under the table and tell us what the experts are saying. So Jody, tell us the good news.
Okay. The good news is that rates are still historically low. Okay. This is great. It's still a great time to buy. It's still a great time to refi. The experts are telling us that the rates are going to go up by the end of the year. They're going to be close to 4 is what they're saying, but they're not there yet. They are creeping up though.
It's a matter of time, Jody. It's just a matter of time for this to happen.
As we continue to get healthy as a country,
yes,
the rates are going to go up.
Absolutely.
Which we all know this. So we want to get healthy. Again, they're still historically low.
Fantastic. So when we're refining, does it cost more to refi for closing costs and so forth? I mean, what are we looking at?
That's a great question. Closing costs are not going to be more, but the rate's going to be, there's a little bit of a loan level adjustment there for the refinance or the cash out. But you're going to get a 30-year fixed, should be probably under 3.5 at the moment, depending on your credit score, of course. And then 15-year fixed, you could still get under 3% on that. Again, all depending on your credit score and depending on whether you're doing conventional loan, FHA, VA. There's lots of products that we can help people with.
I heard a rumor that people can get a mortgage with a credit score of like 650.
Sure.
Wow.
We can go all the way down to 580, Gary.
Ooh. So if you can't afford, or if you can't buy sneakers, you can certainly buy a home.
You're not going to get the best rate at 580, but I love to help people. I love to talk to them, see what we can do, see if it makes sense.
All right. So I know that you're passionate about a couple things. I'm not one of them, but I know veterans you're passionate about.
Yes. Yes.
What's your passion with veterans?
Veterans, I love to help them. They've served our country. They serve our community. There are a lot of really great benefits that they're not necessarily aware of. A lot of vets have never used their home buying option, their VA veterans benefit to home buy. They can get 100% financing. And with refinances, they're a lot more lenient as well as their loan to value and having so much equity. So, I'd love to help them realize what's available to them.
That's awesome. And then I know this weekend coming up, there's something special. Besides the cool, crisp air that we're going to enjoy this week and weekend, I'm excited about that because I'll be working in the yard again. Imagine that, Tom.
Well, with that big yard of big
fully clothed.
paradise, somebody
Doesn't
has
stop.
to clean it.
Doesn't stop. So what's happening? What's going on this weekend that you're going to be attending?
Oh my gosh. So I am helping out at the 5th annual Hope Sound Early Learning Center's chili cook-off. If you want to come meet me
I
in
love
person, I am
chili.
a judge. I love chili with or without beans, vegetarian or not. But this Saturday in Hope Sound at the Early Learning Center, they're raising money for scholarship programs. It's the 15th from 11 to 3. There is a official Cassie chili cook-off and an open competition as well and a salsa competition.
How many people will be there cooking chili?
I do not know exactly how many entrants there are. I think that there's probably 15 to 20. People do come from all over the state because
Wow.
it is the official Cassie, I think, Terra Lingua competition. They can get into the national competition through this small
So, Tom,
fundraiser.
you and I could probably join forces with our cooking skills.
Oh, there's room.
Absolutely.
And we know a judge. I think we might, get some kind of a ribbon.
I'm very impartial.
Yes.
Very impartial, even though my daughter's entering as well.
You do take bribes, though, right?
No,
No.
Tom.
Oh.
What kind of show is this?
What's under the table?
That's the commercial.
We do
Yeah.
have
We gotta-
spots. It's only $25 to enter if you guys want to get in. We do have spots
Oh,
for cooks.
well,
what
how
do
much-
we what
what's
do we win?
Yeah. What do we win?
A prestige.
We
Prestige.
win. We win
A trophy.
prestige trophy.
You
Oh.
help the kids. The kids win. Come on, Gary. The
all right.
kids
All
win.
right. That's all
There
about
is
the
a
kids.
competition
It's
for
all about the
decorating.
kids.
There is a prize for the best decorated booth for those that are cooking.
I'm not
Huh.
good at booths.
What is there a fee, an entry fee to get in?
25. Oh, well, it's $25 to enter as a cook, but they are selling wristbands very inexpensive. It's a few bucks to get into the event.
Really? Is it? You don't know how much. Okay, that's okay. Yeah, I mean, listen, you're only a judge. I mean, you don't. You
I have 4 free
you can't know
wristbands.
everything.
Mine were not charged. I'm not sure.
I love it. So,
But you
if-
can also find me on Instagram and Facebook, and I think my phone number's up there if they want to give me.
Hey,
a buzz.
listen.
They don't have to come to the chili cook.
tell everybody how they reach you, because I know there's going to be questions that you have about mortgage. Maybe you're looking to refi. Maybe you're looking to purchase a home. You need an expert. We have one right here in our studio, the lovely Jody Dupuis. Jody, how do they get a hold of you?
They can find me on Facebook at Florida Mortgages 365. I'm on Instagram at FLA Mortgages 365. They could call me, text me 772-485-3467. Local number, and you can also email me at Jody with a Y, Jody, at mortgageresources.net.
So I know that you didn't catch all that. So before we end and conclude with our show this morning here in the next 31 minutes, we're going to have Jody come back and then give the information. But I can tell you one thing, though. I will be texting Jody tonight and saying I'm not Lynette's father. and maybe some other things.
Gotta love Facebook.
All right, Jody, thank you so much
Thank
for
you
being
so much,
with us.
guys.
We appreciate you and all that you do. Hang tight, because obviously we've got more things to talk about today, and we're going to see if we can stump the chump. All right, health facts. Tom, are you ready?
Facts. I am ready.
So let's see who knows this one. You or Jody?
Hand on the buzzer.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
The average adult spends more time where than they do exercising.
On the toilet.
Yes. Yes. Tom speaks from experience.
Buzzer there, Tom.
So
That's because we eat so much.
it can be hard
Oh my
to
gosh.
fit a workout into your daily routine. But of course, you can't really deny your regular need to do your business in the bathroom or in the woods, wherever you prefer.
Woods.
That's why, according to a 2017 study by British nonprofit UK Active, adults spend an average of 3 hours and nine minutes on the toilet each week, compared to an hour and a half being physically active during the same time. Why
That is
can't we be
sad.
physically active while we're on the can?
Right. Just kind of.
Yeah.
Well, we don't want to make a mess.
Well, never mind.
Yeah. This could go
I don't.
go south real quick.
Real quick.
So-
Do we have a sound of a toilet flushing, Evan? I think we do.
It's the sound of Alabama.
Oh,
Going down.
Mike Barbone's
Go
not going to
dogs.
like that. No, he can't.
I love you,
All right.
Mike.
Sorry, Mike. Listen, you can't win every game, Mike. But yeah. But hey, by the way, I hope you're feeling better, buddy. We miss you. And Mike Barbone is one of our field managers for Owen Insurance Group in the Tampa region area. And so kudos to you, Mike. And
An Alabama fan.
we
Alabama.
love Alabama.
He loves Alabama.
He does. All right. So this day in history. Are you ready? In 1775, Jody. I know history was
Are we
your,
on the buzzer again?
We
your,
can be.
your
yeah.
favorite. No, not in
No?
this one.
Okay.
No, okay.
This is just a statement. What happened in history in
in
January
the
11th,
day.
1775, while we were still sleeping. Francis Salvador, the first Jewish patriot to hold an elected office in the Americas, takes his seat on the South Carolina Provincial Congress. In 1863, Union General John McClernand and Admiral Dave Porter capture Arkansas Post, a Confederate stronghold on the Arkansas River. And in 1908, President Teddy Roosevelt makes Grand Canyon a national monument. What a great place, Grand Canyon. Have you been?
Beautiful. Yes.
It's awesome. One of my heroes, Amelia Earhart, in 1935, flew from Hawaii to California. What a great trip that must have been back in 1935. And then 1989, this is the last one. Which president gave their farewell address? Tom?
Bill Clinton.
89?
1989.
Jimmy Carter? No.
The Bush, the elder.
Reagan.
Reagan.
Jesus.
Yep, Reagan.
Really put us on the spot. didn't
That's
you, Tom?
okay.
We
That's
did.
what I like to do best.
Love history.
All right, and then
Thanks for not making me look too bad on that
no, you
one.
did good. Jody, you did excellent, actually. You did better than Tom.
I shared the shame equally.
So insurance news you need to know. Then once we talk about this, then Tom and I are going to share some information with you. We said on last week's show that we would talk more about the difference between Medicare Advantage plans versus Medicare Supplement, because it is still an amazing thing that people have no idea what the heck the difference is between a supplement and Advantage plan. So we're going to spend a little bit of time on that. Tom's going to spend some time since we only have 5 days left, right, Tom? 4 days left for ACA open enrollment. But real quick, if you're not aware of this, beginning Saturday, at-home COVID tests will be covered by your insurance. So you'll be allowed up to 8 tests per month.
Wow.
If you have a family of 4, like Jody has, 4 kids running around, so that's 32 tests in your house per month, Jody. That's perfect.
I hope I don't need them.
He's counting you and Royal as kids as well.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's
It is 4 kids.
It's amazing what's going on with bloody disease, this freaking Omicron virus, man. I mean, dear Lord, it's like a tsunami. It's affecting our business, and one of our employees just got infected with it recently. So now she has to be at home for a week, and it's hurting everybody. And I cannot wait for the day when we can get on with our lives and not have to worry about this nonsense, for God's sakes.
Amen.
Pfizer will have a COVID-19 vaccine, they say, that targets specifically the Omicron variant by March, so they say. Anyway, I can tell you one thing. I'm getting tired of boosters, too, as well as the Omicron and all this other nonsense. COVID-19 Hospitalizations in the United States reach levels not seen since winter surge. It's amazing. I read where nearly a quarter of America's 5,000 hospitals are experiencing staffing shortages. Why? Because of course they're getting sick. So it's horrendous what we're going through. But we got to stick together. If you're not sick, you're not displaying symptoms, for God's sakes, people, don't go to the hospital. I mean, it's causing so much backup, and people are going to the hospital to get tests done. Stop it already. All right, and then one thing that's really important, this really has to do with those of you who experienced the Part B premium increase from $148.50 to $170.10. So, Tom, do you remember the reason why it went up so high?
I have my ideas, but I don't know the official answer.
Okay. Very diplomatic and political of you.
Oh, yes. We don't
it.
want to turn this into a political show.
U.S. Health Secretary on Monday ordered Medicare to reassess the big premium increase facing millions of enrollees this year, attributed in large part to a pricey new drug. It's an Alzheimer's drug. Remember, we talked about this on the show a few months ago, with questionable benefits. The directive came days after drug maker Biogen slashed the price. What a great deal. From $56,000 a year to $28,000 a year. Wonderful price.
Let's go out and stock up.
Yeah, it's beautiful. With the 50% drop of the drug on January 1st, there is a compelling basis to re-examine the previous recommendation. So they're saying that of the $22 plus increase in the Part B premium, half of that, $11, was attributed to that Alzheimer drug. So, which they say doesn't really work.
Does not work.
So I know that the government's looking at that. There may be a chance, I'm saying maybe, on this show today, you heard it first from Gary Owen and Tom the Bouvier, that your Part B premium may be reduced from $170 to maybe $159. So don't hold your breath. I haven't recertified in CPR yet, so please don't hold your breath.
He has his crystal ball as well.
But we're hoping.
But the crystal ball is looking pretty good.
My crystal ball is not shabby at all. So we'll keep our fingers crossed that we'll get the good news for those of you who are on Medicare. And we had a 5.9% increase in your Social Security check. Thank God, it was the biggest increase probably ever in Social Security. And then, of course, on top of that, they give you a $22 increase in your Part B premium. But anyway, we'll keep you advised on the show, so stay tuned. Tell all your buddies, tell all your friends that you get the news right here, the facts, Jack. We provide the facts.
That's
right?
the facts.
It's like Medicare straight talk right here. Insurance straight talk, not just Medicare, but all insurance straight talk. So, Tom, real quick, we got 2 minutes before we go on our second break, but you want to chat real quick, and then we'll come back after our break and talk more about the ACA open enrollment period that got extended and ends when?
January 15th.
And what can people do?
People who do not have, that are not on Medicare, under 65, of course, or those not eligible for Medicare, they may be able to qualify for a tax credit or subsidy based on your estimated income for 2022 through the marketplace, ACA, Obamacare, healthcare.gov. And as licensed insurance agent at Owen Insurance Group, myself, yourself, many of our agents, we're able to help people compare and contrast what they currently have and see if a plan for 2022 might look better for them. So if they're currently on an ACA plan, never reviewed it, never looked at it, starting in November 1st, which is when it opened, they do have until January 15th, and if they do make a change, that plan would start February 1st. So I'm reviewing a lot of people who never reviewed it, and never made the adjustment after the ARPA Act gave them a higher increase in tax credit or subsidies. People are getting phenomenal rates. And even if you make a lot of money, still give us a call, because they have off exchange where your income is not looked at. Those plans could be very nice, full medical plans. But even people with higher income The government did increase the tax credits for people with higher income than, say, a year or two ago.
All right. And to Tom's point, I mean, I'm going to share with you when we come back from our break. Got a call this morning from a gentleman who has a family of 4 who's currently on a plan. I'm going to share all that information with you when you come back from our break. But you talk about a significant savings that's out there today with the ACA due to the ARPA Act of 2021 that was enacted into law back in March, I believe it was, or April. So stay tuned for that information. We'll go and take a quick break. What I want you to do before we come back is take a step outside, look up, look at the beautiful blue skies, the crisp weather that's outside, enjoy it, take a deep breath, and say, I love the Treasure Coast. But more importantly, you love a Quality of Life radio show. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hello, this is Gary Owen of the Owen Insurance Group. We are a local independent insurance agency located right here on the Treasure Coast. I've been a resident here for 34 years and have helped thousands of clients with their insurance planning needs. We specialize in life, health, and Medicare insurance planning. Don't travel the road alone. Let us be your guide. We are the Owen Insurance Group. Contact us today at 772-210-1020 or visit our website at oweninsurancegroup.net.
Life has taught you many lessons. Like, all you can eat is strangely unsatisfying. That's why it's better to have what you actually need. You've also learned that one size fits all never seems to fit. That's why a Cigna Medicare Advantage plan gives you care that fits your specific health needs. Learn more at CignaMedicare.com, because life has taught you well. Cigna is contracted with Medicare for PDP plans, HMO, and PPO plans in select states and with select state Medicaid programs. Enrollment in Cigna depends on contract renewal.
HR issues? At WPSL, WSTU, and La Gigante, fill your open slots in both English and Spanish. Call us 340-1590 for details.
Welcome back to the Quality of Life radio show. I'm Gary Owen, and hopefully you stepped outside. You told your boss, hey, Gary Owen and Tom the Bouvier said I have to go outside, take a deep breath, fresh air, look up into the sky, and count my lucky stars. So hopefully you did that. You feel refreshed, invigorated, and we've got about, 17 minutes left of this dynamic show. We went on a break. Tom was talking about the ACA, the open enrollment, the health insurance, what we call Obamacare, Affordable Care Act, or whatever you want to call it today, how it has impacted the lives of so many people with the subsidies, making the premiums affordable. A gentleman called me this morning, Adam, has a family of 4. He's on a competitor's plan, a short-term medical plan that we don't offer. And I said, listen, Adam, he's not on the plan. Just his wife and his 2 children are on the plan, and he's paying about $600 a month. So I said, Adam, it's not a good idea for you to not be insured, and you only have 4 days to make it happen. It's closing in 4 days. All you ostriches out there that have your heads in the sand, take it out. Look around. Pick up the phone and call 772-210-1020. Ask for Tom, ask for Kim, and get a quote. It's not going to cost you anything. It's going to cost you maybe 5 minutes of your time to get us the information that we need to get you a quote so we can start saving you money so you can ensure your quality of life and your health. So anyway, when we got Adam's information on his family, we were able, Tom, to get him a viable, a phenomenal plan from one of our carriers. I won't mention which one because there's many carriers that we can choose from. With his doctors, with his children's doctors, he wanted to make sure that his children had kept the same doctors. So now we were able to get him a plan for less than what he's paying now on this short-term medical plan that doesn't cover much. and it covers his whole entire family. This is what we can do. If you're waiting and you're procrastinating, I don't know why. Tom, I have no idea why.
I don't know why, but this is our superpower. This is why we feel like heroes, and many of our clients tell us we're heroes, and we're just doing our job. But we love what we do. We love to educate. We love to show people the insurance options. And Gary, both of you and I, we have hundreds, if not thousands, of stories of how we have helped take people from maybe a terrible plan, an okay plan, to put them in a perfect plan, a perfect fit. And one shoe does, that one shoe doesn't fit all feet, so one plan doesn't fit. And so we can give you those quotes. Give us a call at 772-210-1020, and we'd love to send you those quotes. As Gary said, it just takes a 5-minute investment, us gathering the information. We'll shoot you an email. We'll talk it over with the quotes. And your health is your greatest wealth. And in 2022, you really need to take care of your health. Get those preventative appointments set up as well.
We take you from the depths of despair and disappointment to the heights and to the mountain peak. And by the way, we've got a guest on our show here this morning who is a client.
That's
yes,
right.
she is.
So, Tom, you helped Jody get an ACA plan, and how's that working out for you there, Miss Jody?
Thank you, Gary. As a matter of fact, you guys have been insuring me for years. I have, as a self-employed person, it's a little tricky sometimes with insurance.
Sure.
And it was on one of those short-term plans for a little bit, and then I had an okay plan. Tom called me in October and said, look, it looks like there's going to be some more insurers in the ACA. So let's sit down. It took 10 minutes, Gary, to be honest. I'm a little chatty, a little more than 5. But after 10 minutes, Tom was able to show me the benefits of the new plan. I was a little nervous. It's like, it's insurance. It seems like a lot, but he's an expert. You're an expert. I trust him with everything. And yeah, as a matter of fact, it started January 1st. I'm back in the ACA, which is woo, with my whole family. Saving about $60 a month over the... Not sure if it was a great plan.
Right.
Kind of nervous to use it sometimes.
Yep.
I feel very confident. In fact, I went to the dermatologist last week, used it for the first time, had a nice $75 copay, which was much less than the coinsurance that I usually pay.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm really excited. Thank you so much.
Did you go to the same dermatologist I went to?
I don't know.
Did you go to Water's Edge?
Yes.
So did I.
Oh my gosh.
Was you in the room next to me?
I don't know, Gary. It might have been. It's confident, with the HIPAA laws and everything.
I was going to say something a little risque, but I'm going to withhold it.
I was able to keep my same doctors, too. And Tom was really great
course.
about checking the doctors that I wanted to see and making sure they were going to be on the new plan. So I appreciate it.
And one thing that many people don't understand or know is that on the marketplace plans, all the preventative services are zero copay. So whether it's a mammogram, colonoscopy, or any of the preventative services, a whole list of them, you won't pay a penny out of pocket.
Sign me up, Tom.
All right, Gary.
So listen, guys and gals, take time for yourself. I know life is hectic. It's busy. We've got a million things going on. We've got families. We've got households to run. We've got businesses. We've got money to earn. The most important, as Tom said, your health is your wealth. It's the number one important thing in this universe is your health. If you don't protect your health, your quality of life and your health, what good are you to your family and your friends and your business, right? So protect it.
Absolutely.
Give Owen Insurance Group a call today. Don't delay. 772-210-1020. Tom, what other number can they call?
We have another number. It's a special number. I'd like you to write this down, 772-210-1020.
All right, fantastic. I like my number better, Tom.
Well, it gets us to the same place. It gets them to the same place. Friendly voice.
Okay, we'll stop being frivolous here, and now we're going to get serious, Tom,
Sure
about Medicare supplement versus Medicare Advantage. Now, how many times, I can't count the number of times I've heard this when we ask questions. Okay, what do you have? Do you have a Medicare supplement or do you have a Medicare Advantage plan? And Tom, what do you hear?
I got one of those supplements. I got a supplement, right, Ethel?
Yes.
It's a supplement. It's
Supplement.
a PPO. It's one of those PPO
How much
supplements.
you pay for it?
I think it's $170.10. It just went up this year. That's exactly what they say.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And I know you've those of you that are listening and watching are guilty of what we're talking about. Paying your Part B premium is not a supplement. That's original Medicare. Medicare Part A is your hospital, which typically you pay zero for it, as long as you've worked 40 credit hours or 10 years. And Part B is doctor and medical, and you pay $170.10 a month for that right now, if it doesn't change. That's for your Part B. Now, when you have your original Medicare Part A and B, now you're at the crossroads.
Right.
You can either make a left turn or you can make a right turn. You can also go straight down the original Medicare pathway and do nothing and take a standalone Part D plan and be on original Medicare only. Tom and I don't recommend that, but in some scenarios, depending on your current situation with your health, it may be prudent to go back to original Medicare from a Medicare Advantage plan because of the limits that you have with Medicare Advantage. So, Tom, why don't you take Advantage versus supplement, and I'll break in every once in a while.
Excellent. So a Medicare Advantage plan is called Medicare Part C. And when I say that word, I always tell people that's C as in complete. In other words, it includes all of the benefits of original Medicare, hospital, medical, doctor visits, etc. And most plans carry Part D, which includes drugs. So if you put those all together, A, B, and D, that's called Medicare Part C or Medicare Advantage plans. You see them touted on TV quite a bit. And the unique feature about Medicare Advantage plans is they include additional benefits that are normally not included in Medicare. Medicare is not going to buy you a regular eye exam. They're not going to give you credit, $100, $200 for a pair of glasses, except after a medical situation like a glaucoma or whatever, or cataracts. They're not going to get your teeth clean, have a checkup. So they're not going to buy you a gym membership. So Medicare Advantage plans are normally low premium. Around here, you can get a zero premium plan, but you have copays, so it's pay as you go. And then they have an out-of-pocket maximum, etc.
So, a very good job. And by the way, original Medicare is a fee for service. And original Medicare with a Medicare supplement plan, it's accepted nationwide. There are no networks on Medicare supplement. So don't get confused between a supplement and an Advantage plan. Medicare Advantage plans do have networks. So if you take a Medicare supplement plan and you're traveling to Anchorage, Alaska, or Nome, Alaska, and guess what? You need to go to a doctor. You're on original Medicare with a supplement plan. If they take Medicare, of course, they're going to take your supplement plan. So that is a great thing about Medicare supplement. Those Medicare beneficiaries who take a supplement plan have the flexibility and the freedom to choose whoever they want to go to, whatever specialist, primary care doctor, whatever hospital that accepts Medicare. So and there's a premium to supplement. It's not your Part B premium of $170 a month. You pay a separate premium on top of your Medicare Part B for a supplement plan. And there are about 8 different supplement plans out there that you can get. And typically the top 3, Tom, are Plan G, because Plan F is not available to those who turned 65 after January 1, 2020. So Plan G, Plan N, and the HDG plan. It's a hybrid plan of the G that has a max amount of pocket of only $2,490 a year. Typically, those premiums are roughly, $50 a month, depending on where you are, whether you're a smoker or a non-smoker, male, female, and what zip code you live in. So that's Medicare supplement. Now, you also have to have a standalone Part D on top of your Medicare supplement plan. So you'd have to pay for your Part B premium, which everybody has to pay for, typically, and you buy a supplement plan, and you buy a standalone Part D plan, all right? Medicare supplement. Now, Medicare Advantage, by the way, Medicare Advantage is probably now about 25 years old. It was back in the day called Medicare Choice, and it was signed into law by which president, Jody?
What year?
In 1997.
Bush.
No, Clinton.
Clinton.
Yep. So, strike two. One more to go. And then we're going to kick you out and boot you out of the studio. Right now, approximately 42% of Medicare beneficiaries are enrolled in a Medicare Advantage plan. And as Tom said, it takes your Medicare Part A and B and your Part D and combine it into one called C, Medicare Advantage plans, with additional benefits. Of course, there's restrictions, right? There are limitations. There are networks. And you know, you've got a choice between an HMO and a PPO when it comes to Medicare Advantage plans. So it's important that you sit down with an independent agent that specializes in Medicare planning, right? Not every agent in the country has the experience and the skill set to talk about Medicare planning. So make sure you talk to an independent agent.
Absolutely. And of course, the path that you mentioned, the Medicare supplement with the prescription drug plan, that gives people the absolute complete freedom, flexibility, no referrals needed. Just pick up the phone, say, do you take Medicare? And you set the appointment and you go. So that gives people the unbelievable freedom to control their health plan and their lifestyle. The Medicare Advantage, as you said, come in two main flavors. There's a few others, but it's the PPO and the HMO. And those networks can sometimes be a little restricting. They can, prior authorizations maybe ask for. You need to get pre-approval and things of that nature. And those are some of the downfalls of a Medicare Advantage plan that some people complain about, which justifiably so.
Yep, and one more thing, and then we'll wrap it up. And then go to a supplement plan. You have to answer underwriting questions and qualify. Once you're on a Medicare Advantage plan, typically you have to be qualified with health underwriting to be in a supplement plan. So be careful, be prudent, and I always say the decisions you make today can last a lifetime. It's important to get it right the first time. All right, Jody, one more time, share us your contact information, please.
Thanks, Gary, and thanks so much. This has been a lot of fun.
You bet.
Again, my name is Jody Dupuis. I can help you with your mortgages, 772-485-3467. You can also email me. You can text me on that line, too. You can email me at Jody with a Y, Jody, at mortgageresources.net.
Fantastic. Well, it was great to have you, Jody. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, guys.
And next week, our special guest on our show is Sean Jennings of Spartan Restoration. Sean's going to bring some life and fun to our show like all of our guests do. And Tom and I will continue sharing our knowledge with you and insurance straight talk so you can be well informed with insurance planning solutions. So we thank you for joining us. We hope that you enjoyed the show. If you haven't, you're either dead or asleep. Share us with your friends, family, loved ones. And please remember, stay safe, keep healthy, be happy, and enjoy your quality of life.